New state data now shows the Rochester Public Schools class of 2024 graduation rate was at its highest level since 2018. According to the Minnesota Department of Education, the district rate increased to 86%. That's up from 84% in 2023. The achievement is reflected across several student groups. Superintendent Kent Pickell says he's proud of the district's progress, citing several factors to this graduation rate increase.
Our high schools in particular are getting much more focused on making sure we know every kid, the kids aren't falling through the cracks, that our schools are places where kids feel like they really belong. And so we're taking struggling readers really seriously, not just with what we're doing with little kids in our elementary schools, but with kids in middle school and high school who really need additional support.
Century and Mayo's graduation rates were both around 92% last year, with John Marshall's coming in at around 89%. The district's Alternative Learning Center's rate was around 72%. Okay, tonight we are digging deeper into last year's graduation rates in southeast Minnesota. We have about 40 public school districts in the Minnesota portion of the KTTC viewing area. Each red pin on that map you see there represents a district's home community. Crunching the 2024 graduation rates from the state's Department of Education, we find the local rate range between 78 on the low end and 100% on that high end. Let's start with that high end, achieving 100% ratings last year. 4 area districts: Glenville, Emmons, Goodhue, Kingsland, that's the Spring Valley, Wyckoff areas, and Mabel, Canton. Looking at the rates from some of our other Minnesota schools, the lowest in our region was Austin, where about 78% of last year's public high school seniors graduated. Austin was the only local district with a graduation rate below 80%. Albert Lee's rate last year was around 86%. Winona's nearly 90%. Red Wing's rate was around 91%, and Owatonna's at around 93%. Minnesota's 2024 graduation rate was highest among students who identified as white at roughly 89%. It's lowest among the state in American Indian students at nearly 63%. By the way, you can check out how your local school district did in 2024 as far as graduation rates through a web link to this story on kttc.com. And according to Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, the state's more than 84% rate from 2024 is the state's highest high school graduation rate on record. The governor saying, quote, "The state is proud to celebrate the graduating class of 2024 and remains committed to supporting Minnesota students, setting them up for success beyond the classroom," end quote. Walz says the record rate follows education investments passed as part of the state's 2023 budgets.